Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your master of ceremonies, and I am joined by 4 mystifying players. Zach Brass.
Hello. I'm going to be playing the final boss of this campaign.
Possibly true. Dom Brass, who also could possibly be playing the final boss of this campaign.
Yeah, that's me. I could be. Who knows?
Spoilers!
Nate Brass, do you think you could be possibly playing the final boss of this campaign?
What's up, Internet? I hope not, but only time will tell. I may turn evil lich.
And somebody who I'm pretty sure is not going to be playing the final boss of this campaign, Tyler Knittle.
I'm the best friend of the protagonist that dies halfway through.
I'm gonna die?
Wait. Hold on. Yeah, I was going to say, which one of you dies?
Sorry, dangling participle. My character dies. Spoilers.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Urban Shadows 2nd Edition, a Powered by the Apocalypse game published by Magpie Games. Boys, how are you guys doing? Everybody feeling okay? Like physically? Everybody holding up?
Physically?
Physically, yeah.
Like with age?
Just in general, just general wellness check.
You can see most of us. Zach doesn't have his camera on, but you know, how do we look? Your assessment, give it to us.
It's hard to tell because my vision is blurry and my head is hurting a little because earlier today I was playing Civilization 7 until I felt physically ill.
What are you, me?
I mean, we've talked about my love for these kinds of alternate history games before. I've talked about Crusader Kings. I'm really enjoying Civ 7. I don't really want to talk too much about the games in particular, but it did make me wonder about something. You know, these are games in which you are building up a civilization, an empire across time. You get to play these different historical figures and, delve into the themes of these long lost cultures and artifacts and wonders of the world. Do you guys have like a particular affinity or a love for like any specific time periods historically, any cultures? Like what really makes you interested? Because I feel like everybody's got one that they're really into.
Are you asking your boyfriends how often they think about the Roman Empire?
I was thinking about that meme from like last year or earlier today. And here's the thing. I don't give a shit about the Roman Empire. I never think about the Roman Empire.
I love the Roman Empire.
No, actually, no. The Roman Republic is cool.
I think it's cool, but most of what I know is the Punic Wars, the Second Punic Wars, and I'm on Carthage team. Let's go.
Yeah, Team Hannibal, huh? You gonna cross the Alps with some fucking war elephants?
I'm with Tyler. I actually really just love
badass.
the whole history of the fall of the Roman Republic more than the Roman Empire.
I knew that you and Tyler were going to be Rome boys. I just knew that deep within.
But I'm also massively into Greece and Egypt too.
I am a turn of the 20th century boy.
Yeah,
I am too.
I like the ancient shit.
Like World War I. I fucking love. Well, it was awful, but I find World War I fascinating. Fuck World War II.
It's good, but it's like pretty one-dimensional comparatively.
It's been done, don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, okay, it's a strong
No, I'm with
one.
Tyler. World War I is so crazy.
Nate, you seem like an ancient Egypt kid to me.
Oh, I really love a good Viking Saxon invasion era.
Oh, okay.
And just like ancient, like Welsh and English lore. Give me some King Arthur, Merlin bullshit. And like those kind of stories around that era.
In college, I took a course entirely about King Arthur. And we looked at the histories, we looked at the legends, and the sort of the thesis of the class, it was there a King Arthur? Is any of this true? And after taking an entire semester of that class, the answer is there was probably a guy named Arthur.
Yeah, and there was a lot of kings that did cool stuff.
Yeah.
I read King Arthur or some of the King Arthur stuff in college too, and yeah, that was basically it was
There
like
might have been a Jesus.
who knows, but it wasn't like a full class, so
Yeah, I mean
don't
that
quiz
era
it.
is hard because they didn't really write.
Yeah, they didn't
But
know how.
I
They were all
still find
dumb.
it fascinating. Shit,
you're
your
pretty
fucking
stupid
face.
back in the day, man.
How dare you? No, humans of the bygone ages were just as smart as we are. Fuck you.
They just didn't
know,
have
right?
robots.
I've always
Remember that you stand on the shoulders of giants.
I've always really been interested in like the Mayans and the Aztecs, like that kind
Ooh,
of
those
stuff.
are fun.
I think they just
awesome.
have
That's
like
cool.
the coolest
Yeah.
ruins.
No, yeah,
the
I totally
aesthetic's
get that.
definitely there.
So cool. I dig the mythology of everything.
Mhm.
Like I really like digging into. So when I think Mayans, I'm
Were
like,
we all mythology kids? I feel like as role players, we must have been.
I love lore.
Yeah.
I love mythology. I love comic books. I love these games. I love RPGs. I love lore.
I had an encyclopedia when I was a little kid, and I basically just like went over the Egyptian lore section over and over again.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh, also heads up, Mike. Civ just finished
does
downloading. We
dinosaurs
can
count?
play after this.
very nice. I'm gonna wipe your empire off the face of the earth, Nate.
Oh, 100%. 1v1 me, bro.
I don't know. I was always less about the lore and mythology and more about the history.
What a fucking nerd.
Sorry.
Read some myths, dumbass.
Dude,
Yeah,
in,
you freaking nerd.
in like
What a
in like
dumb-
second grade, I found this book in the elementary school library that just like described how Egyptians made mummies. Mummies.
Wait, yeah. I thought you were talking about money.
Spoiler
and I was like,
slavery.
that's a funny word.
But no, just how they made mummies, and I just found it super fascinating.
Oh no, dude, I was into that shit too.
Like that was the
But,
kind
like,
of shit I was into.
Also, the reasons they did it for their made up gods.
Yeah,
was
no,
fun.
I know. It's part of the context of understanding the history.
Yeah, no, I was all about it. I mean, I loved. I had a book on Tutankhamun's curse and all of the, you know,
I remember
the
Tutankhamun.
architects or archaeologists that you know basically died afterwards, and all of the things that killed them, and just all
Yeah.
the history that they found in there. And I was like, that's cool. I mean, it probably wasn't really a curse, but it's fucking crazy.
Well, they're like, yeah,
was
this guy
definitely
died from
cursed.
like a fungal infection from this fucking tomb that
Curse.
a person had been rotting in for 4,000 years.
Well, yeah, but then one of them died from like a car crash, and one of them died like just in an accident
Coincidence.
on the way back. Exactly, it was all coincidence. But like it was all like, oh man, all of these guys died. Look at this mystery, and it was fun.
Nah, dude, they had to return the slab, bro.
Oh, so I used to work. This is a tangent that does make sense. Just go with me here. I used to work as a pharmacy technician, and I was pretty close with the pharmacists that I worked for, and they were telling me about, their knowledge, their experience. And they were telling me one time that the way that medical studies are done and the way they test new medications, they have to include like everything that happens to any single person who's in a medical trial as a potential side effect for, what they're testing. And so there was this med trial, and somebody who was in the trial was crossing the street and got hit by a bus and killed. And because of that, they had to include death as a potential side effect for that medication.
Oh my God.
Because somebody died while on that medication.
That's so inefficient. That seems very problematic.
Dude, there's so many dumb things wrong with some medical studies.
You know what? There's also a lot of things wrong with this Urban Shadows campaign.
Previously on Urban Shadows. On the spring equinox, a fairy prince was attacked at his birthday party by a doomsday cult, the Sons of Earthly Filth. For the past 2 weeks, Monarch Bloom has done nothing but plan their revenge. And thanks to some help from their allies, our characters of interest, it's finally within their grasp. They have an artifact, the Bloodstone Flute, with which they can perform a ritual to summon chupacabras. The only thing left to do is to launch an attack on the Sons, who are hiding away in Las Vegas's biggest megachurch, the House of Good News. The Monarch has made their word law. On the witching hour of April Fool's Day, the attack begins. And Bobby, Ezra, Chris, and Dale have agreed to join them and to put an end to the Sons of Earthly Filth once and for all.
Guys, this is episode 20. Seems like a good time to do that like end of session checklist thing that we talked about.
Let's freaking go.
Yeah.
Hey, we have to remember to do it eventually, and I'll take it.
So I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes here before we really get into our game to think about how you may have grown closer to a circle you've engaged with over the past few episodes, really since you killed Josh King. That was when we did this last. And then you can, mark any debts that you may have gained on each other or other characters. Yeah.
So I think I have lost a little bit of power with Wild. I've cashed in my debt. And I also murdered a demon guy and got on the shit list of 2 demons. Who I did not show much respect to. But on the other hand, I think I have gained a little bit of understanding of the Mortalis factions in the city. Knowing about this secret agent, awful guy, I think my Mortalis knowledge has grown.
Very good. So you can increase your Mortalis rating by 1, decrease your wild rating by 1, and you can mark one of those 2 circles for your circle advancement.
What circle would ghosts belong to?
Night. Yeah, the
Night?
Phantasma crime family.
Yeah, I feel like I've grown a bit with Night a bunch over the past couple of sessions.
You bonded with a ghost. Yeah.
I emotionally bonded with some ghosts saying I'd fix up their bar after trashing it. But also,
yeah,
I literally got possessed by a ghost.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm pretty fucking close to Night.
Now you know what ghosts are, and you know more about ghost bullets.
That's true.
Yeah, you
How they
definitely
work.
know
That's
way
true.
more about ghost bullets than you did before.
Yes. I feel like I also vampires would be wild, correct?
No, night as well.
Oh, their night is damn.
No, their night as well.
So I got closer to night, but I also got further away from night because vampire's dating my ex-wife, so.
Well, I basically snubbed the opportunity to confront, I was high, so sue me.
Hey, if you want to say night for both of those, I'll allow it. I don't know if that's like game official, but yeah.
No, I think we have to do 2 separate ones.
Yeah, it does say in a different.
Dude, you should have
circle.
just taken it.
Yeah, decrease your score in a different circle.
Do you feel closer or further away from the Fae?
No, but I do feel like acting or complying with Barkhan's wish for us to do sand and willingly partaking of it might not have gone over too well with Azrael, because I figure he would just fucking know about it, because he seems to know everything, because he just keeps popping out of nothing to put Ezra over his knee and spank him.
Ew.
And if Ezra's there, I'm guessing he's watching. And I bet he's like, this guy is empowering my rival by doing drugs that make him slightly possess you too, I guess.
So are you saying you grew closer to wild?
Okay. I would say I grew further away from wild because I pissed one of them off, probably.
Gotcha. Yeah, totally. So you've grown closer to night. You can increase that by 1, and you can decrease your your wild by 1, and you can mark one of those 2 for your circle advancement.
Ezra.
All right, well, Ezra probably grew further away from Mortalis. You see, because he's the beast.
Ooh. He is the beast.
Yeah.
He is the beast.
And I think maybe as a side effect of that, have grown, I don't know, maybe closer to night. Because even though they think mostly Bobby's involved, all they know is some crazy demon beast did that crazy shit.
Well, how do you think like your relationship with the night community has been changed? Because that's sort of what.
All right, I'll tell you what.
answering.
How about this? Actually, we're gonna go with wild because of all the shit that just went down. And even though I might have slightly annoyed the one guy, I bet you I impressed some of them.
Yeah, I think that works. So +2 wild. Keep in mind that's capped at a +3. I don't know what your wild currently is.
It was a 0.
Oh, great. Then -1 to Mortalis,
which was a 3.
And again, you can mark one of those 2. Bobby.
So I was going to go with night and wild. Made sense to me. I went out of my way to piss off Ezra's boss. He almost tried to murder me. He thought about it. I could tell. I felt very scared. And I joined a super fancy art club for vampires. So that's pretty night.
I think that's the most obvious one here. Yeah, go ahead and add your bonus and penalty and mark one of those.
Also, in regards to debts, I let Dale crash in my place, so he should now owe me a debt, Tyler. I will be...
I think I owe you too.
Now you do.
Man, I'm your bitch.
Any other debts we want to call out?
I actually want to revise my circle stuff. Arizona, he's power, right?
I think I might have said he's power before.
He's power because they're like clairvoyants.
Yeah, he is power.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it from power because I kicked him in the balls.
That's true.
And I'm now a fugitive because I assaulted a government agent and am now probably wanted for attempted murder and accessory for a murder. So, you know.
I mean, that's what Dale's definitely assuming right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna make it that.
As far as debts, I think Bobby owes me a debt for salvaging his art piece.
That? Oof.
Yeah, definitely.
Oof, yeah. No. Yeah. Absolutely.
Bobby, I think you owe me a debt too.
What did I do?
I took drugs for you.
Very good. Debts have been marked. I'm gonna now basically throw the game to you guys. You've been told that the Fae are going to launch their attack at the witching hour, which is like very late tonight, around like 3 a.m. That is apparently when they will be most powerful, and when they wish to assault the House of Good News. If anybody has any scenes they want to do beforehand, now is the time to check in with maybe some of your favorite NPCs to do some research, gather some resources that you think might be useful. So who wants to do what? You tell me.
Oh man. There's something I've been wanting to do, but I don't know if this is the time.
This is the time.
Is it though? Because it's like the first opponent. I feel like we could beat the boss of the first arc. That's fine.
Is that what Dale would be feeling though?
You've never stepped further from the Shire, Mr. Frodo.
Shut up.
I know. I can't go back to the Shire.
No, yeah.
You're not
I'm
the
wanted.
same person.
I'm debating. I got to make a phone call. I'm debating as to whether it would be. I mean, I don't even know if I can get in contact with Leon. I hope I can. That would be nice. But if I can't, I could get into contact with my wife.
I would
ex-wife.
say Leon is unreachable at this time. After everything that's happened, he has gone like off the grid for his own safety.
Yeah, he's gone dark. I figured. But the other person I could call is Arizona.
Oh.
I do have his business card and I do have his number.
You do.
But let me think on that.
Okay, so you get a scene of you pacing back and forth, just debating while it cuts to somebody else.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my thumb's just hovering over the contact list. It's not a very big contact list.
Oh,
Guys. I don't
no,
have that many friends. Dale's a lonely guy. Why do you think he goes along with your antics?
Dale seems like a full name in the contact list kind of guy.
He doesn't have a very big contact list. I feel like he's a first names only kind of guy.
It depends on who it is. If I like them, they have a funny name in the phone. Like, Hannah's like Honey Bunny.
Wow, dude. Sorry, I didn't mean
And
to say
he's got
ew,
like a
but
couple Steves, and it's a bit confusing because he forgets that he needs last names for people he knows multiple of.
Just to be clear, you better have changed Hannah just back to normal Hannah now, dude.
No.
Like,
She'll always be my honey bunny.
oh no, buddy.
He has a flip phone.
buddy.
He doesn't have emojis for the broken heart.
Yeah, I don't have emojis. But Bobby is stored in as good boy.
Nice. Let's go, dude.
Nate, I know you mentioned that you had some thoughts.
Yeah, I think Chris wants to just check in with Celeste and, talk about what's up. Because life's been crazy.
Heading home, or do you want to meet Celeste somewhere?
We can do it at home. We can also do it at the Fae Market. I know it's Fey Market Day, so Chris and Celeste would probably want to go to that and invite Dale along.
Yeah, so let's cut over to the Fey Market, which is like a big farmer's market. It's outdoor. It's there's like tents that are set up for different vendors, and there's a lot of mortals, humans that are selling vegetables and arts and crafts and stuff, but sort of hidden in between every few of them or so, there's a vendor who's selling stuff a little bit more esoteric, a little more magical or occult. And you can find all sorts of goodies each week at the Fey Market. And so Celeste is happy to meet Chris there. Dale, are you joining or?
Fey Market time. Come on, bitch.
Oh, yeah, I go.
Very good. So Dale, Chris, and Celeste head over to the Fey Market. You're walking through the stands and browsing. Celeste is, joyfully looking through the various things both the mundane and magical merchants are offering. And after she, buys a few things and she has like a cute tote bag, comes up to you, Chris, and it's like, hey, how's it going? How are you doing today?
Yeah, I've been doing all right. It's been crazy. Dale's moved in because he punched a magic CIA agent.
I thought I heard more moving in today. It seems like we've got quite a few guests these days, huh?
Yeah, it seems like we got the whole squad now.
Sort of like a home base,
and then so we got the magic flute from the creepy cult that that Bobby wants to join. And now we gave that to the Fae, and we're gonna go to war, I guess, with these the other cult. And I've just never been at war with a cult before, and it seems like it's now becoming a theme in my life, and I don't know what to think about that.
Oh, wow, Chris, sweetie, that is... I knew you were under a lot of stress recently, but going to war? You don't just mean that dramatically, do you?
No, the Faes, they're summoning a couple of chupacabras to kill them out, but they want us to help with the whole big battle thing. And I mean, like, war might be an aggressive word. I think it's only like 20 guys there, but yeah, I don't know. It seems messed up, doesn't it?
I don't even know what to say. Chris, are you sure this is what you want to do? It sounds dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. At first, it was just kind of like, oh, these Fae are powerful. Let's help them out a little bit. And then, they were like, oh, but we're going to kill everyone, and everyone's friends with Leon. So it was like, well, we can't do that. And then it was, changing their laws, which was a whole thing that Ezra fucked up somehow. And then, now we're going to war with them. And it's like, oh, I never really liked these Sons of Earthly Filth, but killing them all seems crazy. But, like, it also seemed like I couldn't just tell them not to kill anyone because, the third prince had been attacked. And now,
And Celeste, like, gently puts a hand on your shoulder. I don't think you should do this. I have a really bad feeling about what you're saying, Chris.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling too, but it's, it's like what they say, power corrupts, but without power, I'm a nobody.
Don't say that.
I need to make moves if I'm ever going to change anything, and the world's corrupt and somebody has to change things.
Celeste furrows their brow. Sounds an awful lot like what those sons of earthly filth were saying.
Yeah, but they wanted to cause the apocalypse, not kick the old people out of the government. Magic government, it's the same thing.
Chris, please don't do this. You don't need to do this. Just stay with me. Just let everyone else go to war. That's not you. You don't need to do that.
I can't just let the others go and not help. That's not how this all works. If I have to do this. It's already set in motion. I'm really sorry.
Celeste shuffles uncomfortably, sort of like just moves things around in their tote bag, not looking you in the eyes. And says, oh, okay, I understand. I think I'm gonna go do more shopping.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going that way.
Go this way. I'll yeah, okay. I'll just stand here for a couple minutes and we'll stutter the steps a little bit.
And you and Celeste awkwardly walk away from each other.
Would it be fair that Dale would know who, like, the shadiest of the Fae dealers that are here are? Since he's come here, it's been established that he's come here with Chris quite a bit.
Yeah, so when Chris finishes up her conversation, she can join you, Dale, and you guys can go look for a shady dealer. Tell me, like, what specifically you're looking for, and we'll figure out how you might be able to get that.
I need ghost bullets.
We've already established it.
I know. It was a goof. But I do want some sort of magical weapon.
No, you have to try, man.
I'm trying, or something to turn an existing weapon magical. Just because, like, man, Dale's really messed up about that whole fight. Like, man, that got crazy and he could do nothing.
I think you should get a firefighter's axe or a magic wrench.
Hey, I'll take a magic wrench 100%. Yeah, we'll get wrench jockey and athletic hypo.
This is the BioShock wrench.
Yeah. This sounds like an opportunity to hit the streets to get what you need. The streets here being the Fae market. And because it is a Fae market, I'm going to say you're checking with some Fae suppliers here. So roll with Wild. And on a hit, on a 7 or higher, they're available and have the stuff that you're looking for.
I think specifically because it's a farmer's market, and I've been to plenty of farmer's markets tend to have, like, your edged weapons shop with, like, swords and axes. Of course, they're all display pieces, and I know this because I bought swords for my nieces this past Christmas, so they do exist.
No, I bought Dom a dagger for Christmas like 3 or 4 years ago at a farmer's market.
Yeah, dude, stabbings are cool. Anyway, I'm rolling with wisdom, correct? Or
with wisdom.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Hey, they start with W's.
Roll a
So that's-
wisdom saving throw.
So that's a -1. Which I'm not excited about.
Oh no!
But here we go.
You got this.
4.
A 4 is that is a miss.
Yep.
Not only are you not able to find what you're looking for, Dale, but as you are perusing some Fey stalls, seeing if there's any magical weaponry for you, you kind of swear that people are like watching you. You feel uncomfortable here. You know, you're looking over your shoulder, and you swear that there are people who are looking at you for just like half a second too long.
Chris, I don't like this. I think I may have fucked up.
What's up? What'd you do?
You ever gone to like a gas station and asked the clerk if he had any pot? I feel like I might have did that. I know that pot's legal here, but like this was before then. I'm older than you. You kids don't remember what it used to be like.
You asked for some crazy stuff at the farmer's market? That happens all the time.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just getting bad vibes after it.
Maybe they're onto you because they know you're haunted.
Do you know that?
Well, I figure you give off kind of like a magical energy about you that you never gave off before. I figured there's a ghost. Was I wrong? Was it something else? Did you like pick up a magic ring?
Did you roll for that?
No, I just, I see magic energy. That's one of my gifts, bro. Ghosts, magical. It's a thing,
I thought I was just imagining that part. Chris, sand is wild stuff. Don't ever do it.
So you are haunted?
I mean, it's kind of fuzzy. I remember, a feeling of oneness and a total lack of fear of death and a beauty and appreciation for life that I just never...
Oh yeah, you're haunted.
And importantly and specifically, you just feel super hungry all the time, dude.
And I'm really hungry. Can we get chimichangas?
Oh, don't worry, Dale. We'll get this ghost out of you. And in the meantime, we'll have all the chimichangas you want.
But I don't know if this ghost is like bad though.
I mean, do you want to eat and eat and eat and eat until you die of, being unable to stand?
What?
That's for sure the
Let's
part that's
cut
gonna kill
over. Bobby or Ezra, do either of you guys have anything you would like to do in preparation for the war that Chris has mentioned that's to come?
I mean, I would like to do some patrolling of my territory, frankly. I just, gotta hit the streets, dude. And I want to look for drug dealers hanging out in my streets, particularly if I notice any of them walking around in crutches or anything that might look familiar or something, but just in general.
So, I mean, that's two different things here, Dom. So I'd like you to decide, do you want to just patrol your territory for whatever might be going on, or are you going to try and find this one particular guy?
I'm just specifically looking for a drug dealer, but I am specifically looking to find a sand dealer.
Okay. I kind of don't want to do that right now. I'd like to keep this a little more focused on what's going down now, unless you have like a specific thing that you want to advance, like what you're looking to accomplish here.
I I had the backup plan of just doing sand. I'm trying to contact Barkon.
Oh. Okay, you want to do sand.
I am going to do sand with the assumption that that'll allow me to contact Barkon, because what I want to do is I want to get into contact with him.
Okay, I'm into that. I am into that. Okay.
Just use the sand that he gave us.
I don't think you have any sand left.
Don't we have like a suitcase of sand?
Yeah, did you do anything with that? Is that just at Chris's place?
I think it's locked up in the sanctum.
Do you want to go to the sanctum? Does Bobby have access to the sanctum?
Does Bobby have access to the sanctum?
Don't think so, but like he can get in if I'm in there, which I spend a lot of my time in there. Bobby luck check to see if he can find a spare key.
Do we want to roll for it? Do we want to roll to see if there's a spare key?
If it's easy enough, yeah. I don't want to break in or some craziness, but if he had left a spare key lying around.
I mean, you're sneaking in 100%. If you're taking sand, I'm not like going to let you do sand as Chris. Chris would not be cool with that. So you'd have to sneak into my sanctum.
If there's a key just lying around.
Would you betray my trust like that?
Bobby, go ahead. And if this is what you want to do, if you are going into Chris's office looking for a spare key to the sanctum, I would like you to make a roll with mind.
Big fat 0 on the plus. That's an 11. I rolled a 6 and a 5. Boom. Let's go.
An 11 on a mind roll.
Easy, dude.
I think Chris had a spare key in her office, which was recently transformed into Dale's new room. And I guess I just like didn't lock it up after just changing everything over. It's probably just like on a table now.
Not only do you find the spare key to the sanctum, but you are so careful. There is no trace that you are in here.
Let's go, dude.
Chris
So
will never know.
Do I not know if someone enters the sanctum?
Oh, dude, you should have taken wards.
You didn't take wards, my dude.
So I sneak into the sanctum and I grab the suitcase with the nonsense in it, and I take a little bit of sand.
Does the librarian see him?
Oh yeah, the librarian's in there, and it's like, oh, good day, Master Bobby. Welcome back to the sanctum. Is Mistress Chris with you?
Yeah, she's just upstairs. I'm just picking something up real quick. It's not like a whole thing, so you don't need to like.
Ah, what are you looking for? Perhaps I can help you find it.
I left my duffel bag in here. I don't know if you've seen it. Do you want to like check the other corner over there? I'm just gonna check over here.
I know precisely where everything in the sanctum is, Master Bobby, and I don't believe that there is a duffel bag in here.
That is good to know. The fucking librarian. Cool. I don't know that the librarian knows I rolled an 11, but whatever. This fucking guy. You know what? No, I just don't need any help. It's okay. I'm just gonna real quick. I'm just stopping by. God damn it. I don't say that part.
Very well, Master Bobby. If there is anything I can do to be of assistance, just let me know. And the gargoyle head on a bust just sort of like hops away from you.
Oh, thank God. And very sneaky, I grab a little bit of sand, a little pouch from the suitcase, and I take it with me.
Yeah, you find that attaché case. You open it up, there's a whole bunch of sand in there.
Unfortunately, it's not divided. It's just one big thing.
No,
So you're going to need to find a
crazy.
container.
You're gonna have to snort it all right now.
Pulls out a full brick, expects me not to notice. Go on.
It's in a brick. It's a brick.
Yeah, pull
of
out your
sand,
switchblade
you know?
and rub it on your gums.
Okay, I don't take the full brick. I just take a little bit. Just take a little bit.
Take your drugs. Go on.
And I want to go and take some drugs, snort it,
Where are
or
you doing it?
I want to do it outside of in my territory, which the house is in my territory, but not in the sanctum because I don't trust you and your weird wizard shit.
Bobby, as you do sand for the second time, first off, mark corruption.
Okay, cool.
You get a +1 forward that you will be able to use on any roll, for the duration of your high. And I need you to roll with spirit.
Fuck. I rolled a 7.
A 7 is a pass, which means that you are able to successfully push back the encroaching influence of Barkhan as you feel his essence sort of invading your body with the sand, if that is what you choose to do.
Yeah, fuck, I guess. Yeah, that's how I'm going to reach him. Shit. Let's go. I let him, his influence seed over. I got to do what I got to do.
Oh, Bobby. You feel the influence of Barkhan enter your system. And you could push it back. You have enough will. You have enough power to stop this from happening. But you withdraw. And you let that smoky essence fully fill you. And you just hear a little bit of distant laughter in the back of your mind as the high begins to take hold. What do you do?
Bobby, noticing that he's high, he heard the distant laughter, so it's like, Barkhan, can you hear me? Look, I want to talk.
You want to talk? I am listening, Bobby.
So I was thinking about our conversation, and turns out I could use some friends in my corner. Stuff's getting big, and we're making some moves. I think that we can maybe help each other out a little bit here.
Yes, you could certainly help me.
And you feel, Bobby, that because you chose to fail that role, Barkhan has claimed a little piece of you, and that you now owe Barkhan a debt. But he is listening, and if you have more to offer him, you have the feeling that he will accept it.
All right, cool. Look, I figure we can help each other out. I've got some people in this city I need taken care of. And I figure, since we both have enemies, we could help each other out, get rid of our enemies. And all I need, I need your help with that. But then beyond that, I figure we can probably come to some arrangement where you're not dealing your shit in my territory, but there's plenty of huge hot spots with lots of rich fucks that you could probably take advantage of. And I got some, I know some people, and it's never a bad thing to have a giant fuck you werewolf, so just something to consider on your payroll since you just lost your last goon.
Bobby, can't you tell? I already have a big bad wolf now. But if you need more of me, that is a wish I can grant in exchange for even more of you. Don't dance around it. There's no need for smoke and mirrors here between the two of us. Speak clear. What do you ask of Barkhan?
I need your help to kill Azrael.
Ho, 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 ho. Yes, Bobby, yes.
And from there, let's go over to Ezra. What is Ezra planning to do before this all goes down with the Sons of Earthly Filth?
Ezra initially just kind of goes on a walk, kind of down about the situation a little bit, and probably wanders through into the Fey Market, and stumbles onto Celeste.
Okay. Oh, you run into Celeste at the Fey Market and seems a little distracted. Doesn't immediately notice that you're there until you walk up and get her attention. Says, "Oh, hi, Ezra.
Hey, what are you doing here by yourself? Don't you normally come here with, the rest of the guys?"
Oh, yeah, we come here, most every weekend, but I needed a little space to think. And I think Chris did too. Oh, I think she's around here with Dale somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I guess they're probably planning for everything that's supposed to happen, huh?
Yeah, Chris mentioned something. I assume that you're going with her in all of this?
I mean, that's the plan. Well, it seems kind of pointless.
Then why are you doing it?
I mean, it's all the same thing, really.
What does that mean?
Demons sending you to kill this person, fairies sending you to kill this person, hunters going to kill this person. Everybody's just trying to kill who they need dead, aren't they?
Celeste looks really upset at
I just gotta kill people.
It's just, what everybody seems to be interested in having me do. It's what I'm good at.
Ezra, why do you do it? Why do you go along with it? Why do you act like a monster just because that's what people tell you to do?
What else am I supposed to do? I am a monster.
Oh, you can do whatever you want. You have freedom. Not all of us do. You chose to do this. Why? Why would you do that?
Sometimes when bad things happen, you make bad decisions.
How dangerous is this going to be, Ezra? Tell me the truth.
I mean, I don't know. They're probably pretty dangerous, but I feel like we're probably way more dangerous. I mean, we've got the fairies on their side, and they're a bunch of cultists. And I don't know if you've seen the fairies, but they're fucking scary.
Will you protect her? Will you keep Chris safe?
Well, Chris can handle herself, but just in case she can't, don't worry about it.
Ezra, please. No, I'm going to worry about it. Before Chris, I wasn't allowed outside. I couldn't go to the fairy markets. I had to do what Nigel and all of them told me to do. But Chris came and I started to stay with her, and she opened doors for me. Ezra, like, literally opened doors for me. And this has been the best few years of my life, and I can't let that end because she decided to do something stupid.
Ezra just kind of, looks at her for a little bit and says, "No, you're right. You're right. Don't worry. I won't let her make any major mistakes. I'll take a shot for her if I got to."
You better protect her.
I just tip my fedora and walk away.
Oh no, buddy.
Gross.
If there's time, I'd also love to talk to Nigel.
Sure. How do you he's a busy guy, even on the weekends. He's got, you check your Outlook app and you see his calendar and it's all booked up, man. What are you trying to do? How are you trying to get a hold of him?
I'd just like to, see if he's free for a little coffee. Short little conversation. Give him a little texty text.
You know what? Let's make this a hit the streets roll. We'll see if he's available to give you what you want. So roll with power for me.
That's a 13, baby.
That's a 13. You shoot Nigel an email, and you just say, "Hey, I know you're busy. Any chance we could meet?" And he gives you a phone call like immediately back, and he says,
Miss Christina Lopez. Oh, how good it is to hear from you. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Hey, Nigel. So you remember when Celeste got grabbed by that demon guy and started going all demony? Was that not mentioned earlier? Never mind.
Do I know about that? Was that something? I don't remember. Sure, let's say. If I knew about it, I wasn't happy. So you better have good news for me, Christina.
This guy's my favorite.
So that night, there was this whole thing where this evil cult who wants to, have crazy shit like that happen, was attacking the Fae Prince, because we were at the party.
Sure.
Then, so now the Fae are really mad. So I helped them out a little bit because, we want the Spring Court on our side.
Naturally.
And now they're trying to wipe out the entire faction. And I have been drafted into this battle. And I was just wondering if maybe you could spare a couple people to help us out and make sure that we can, properly banish the chupacabras that they have summoned, because I gave them the ability to do that.
There's a long pause.
Did you say chupacabras?
Yeah, they're going to have, I think, at least multiple chupacabras summoned that are going to suck out the blood of every cult member, and I was just hoping that you could help me contain them after that has happened. I really owe you one.
Oh, Christina Lopez. I remember the frivolities of youth. Oh, my first war against another faction. Oh, I can practically feel it in my loins, thinking back on it. Not in a gross way.
Yes.
It sounds like a gross way.
You should know the loins are a deep treasure trove of magical energy.
You can call it the root chakra. You don't have to call it the loins. We move past that in magical study. Nigel, come on. Get with the times.
Oh, you kids these days so woke. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not PC enough for you, Miss Lopez?
No, that's not it at all.
Wow, what a
I mean, to be honest,
You're fine, Nigel. You're growing at your own rate.
I voted for Obama.
As long as they're a man, you're on board. I get it.
All right, Dad.
all right, Nigel. Oh,
Where were you this year? Nigel.
yikes. Oh my god.
We aren't at the election yet. You don't. It's still March.
Oh no. Oh no.
Look, this time next year, under President Biden's second term.
Oh no.
So you're gonna help?
It's like there's no good outcome, but we still pick the worst one.
Oh my god, just it's fine. We're fine. This is everything's
Okay,
good.
so back to the scene. So, are you gonna help? Let's talk about happier things, like murdering a cult.
Yeah, the happiest.
Fucking
Nazis.
base.
The Spring Court, yes, is a powerful ally for the powers that be. And your work here can shore up an alliance between the two of us?
I believe that's a possibility.
All right, then. Yes, I suppose I do have some assets that I could send your way to prepare, with the assumption that all things pan out and that the Fey Court will be grateful for the aid. Yes, chupacabras, let's see what I have. Yeah, no, that's for leprechauns. No. Oh, that wouldn't do. It's not July. Yes. Here we are, Christina Lopez. I do in fact have an amulet I can provide you. Ooh, an amulet.
Ooh, amulet.
Ooh, an amulet.
This guy. Ooh, an amulet.
Amulet?
Yes, this should not only provide you protection from any sort of life-draining forces, such as the chupacabras, if they are not fully under the Fae's control, which, frankly, is likely, if I'm being honest with you.
I know. I want to be careful. You know.
Oh, yes, it's very, very wise of you indeed. Well, not only will it provide you protection from the chupacabras, but yes, it does have a dismissal spell within it as well that you will be able to use to send the chupacabras back to the plane from whence they came when it is time to do so.
That would be perfect. Thank you, sir.
I could provide you this amulet, or I could send a small contingency of mages to assist you. 2, perhaps 3. I cannot offer you both, Christina.
I mean, if you did offer me both, I would really owe you one. Maybe even two.
Sorry. Can't. Nope, this has got to be an either-or situation. I do apologize.
I'll take the amulet. It's really pretty.
It is quite beautiful. When I stare upon it, I feel its power deep within my loins.
This fucking guy.
You just feel it build inside.
Oh no!
And then it just explodes everywhere.
Bursting with magic.
Oh my god.
I haven't let out my magic in weeks. It's building up.
Drenched in magic.
Okay. Drenched, you monster.
Does anybody else have anything they'd like to do or say or experience?
Magic.
Experience is wild.
Yeah. I want to experience magic for the first time.
Yeah. I want some magic in my loins.
Yeah, I'd like to change my archetype to a wizard guy.
Yeah, for real.
Emphasis on root chakras.
Absolutely. No, but I'm all set.
I think we're ready for war.
Yeah, I think we're ready. Dale's just gonna do it.
Good man.
Dale, let's go back to Christina's house. You guys regrouped. You're mentally, physically, spiritually preparing for what is to come.
Quick question before we start. Doesn't sand canonically last for hours?
It does.
Okay. Where's Bobby at?
Bobby's a little late, but that's not unusual for Bobby.
Bobby doesn't have a trip sitter. This is a problem.
To be fair, that's true.
Bobby does get there.
Without a trip sitter, that's impressive.
Yeah, I believe in Bobby.
I believe in Bobby too. I guess he just smells his way home.
I mean, it's my territory, so I know what's up.
If we can do it, I'm sure Bobby could do it.
You guys are hanging around Christina's house, just sort of waiting, really, until you need to be at the House of Good News. Still got some time, but it's getting pretty late Sunday evening. When Dale, you get a text message from Hannah. It just says, "Where are you?"
Oh no, what'd you forget?
What'd you forget?
He just hasn't been home in days.
Well, how would she know that? I kicked her out.
You boxed all her shit up.
Ooh.
She apparently hasn't
Yeah.
left.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Oh man, what a useless gesture that turned out to be.
Yeah, she sent you angry text messages like yesterday when she saw all her stuff boxed up. You responded with a picture of a Vincent van Gogh painting.
Yes, I did.
And never went back to your house, and now it's over 24 hours after that, and she is apparently concerned.
Also, maybe has
Where are you?
been in contact with the cops
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
if they're looking for you at your home.
I mean, I would assume so. I assaulted a federal agent, and they know where I live because the federal agent's been to my house.
Yeah, plus you kicked
The
him
same-
in the balls, so that's
And I-
basically attempted murder.
No, it was assault.
I know. Fuck you.
I said this already.
No, I know.
And I'm gonna call Hannah.
You call Hannah, and she immediately picks up.
Dale? Hey, Dale, where are you?
I can't tell you that.
What the fuck do you mean you can't tell me? Dale, I came home yesterday and all my shit was boxed up and you were acting super weird. You sent me some dumb painting and you haven't come home and Dale, are you having another episode?
Yeah, we have an episode every week.
Every Wednesday. Tune in.
Dale, I am scared. You have been acting off for a little while, but the past couple days, like...
Hannah.
Dale, what is going on with you?
Honey bunny, I really can't tell you. I wish I could, but I really can't. But you can't stay there. There's people looking for me.
Dale,
and I can't let them hurt you.
Who is looking for you?
Feds.
Dale, don't be ridiculous. Okay, if feds were really looking for you, they would have come by. Nobody's come by. It's just me at the house. Okay?
Hannah,
I don't understand
listen to me.
What's going on with you.
Listen to me. I don't know what these people are capable of. And I'll never forgive myself if anything happens to you. You need to leave. I'll call you as soon as I can once things settle down, but I can't make any guarantees right now. And I can't have you hurt. And that Vinny, you keep an eye on him.
Dale, I am really worried about you and this behavior, okay? If you don't come home, and if I don't know that you're safe, I'm gonna have to call your parents, okay? I'm gonna have to... I think maybe you need to see a doctor, Dale.
Oof.
You really don't know.
This kind of behavior's gone on way too long, Dale, okay? I want you to be healthy, and I want you to be okay, because I really feel like you're not okay right now.
I know you don't believe me, Hannah, but you have no idea. Tell me, does Vinny like garlic?
Oof.
Dale.
He ever take you to an Italian place? He ever share some scampi with him?
Oh no! Some scampi time.
It's a garlic butter sauce.
Yeah, I
Thank you for defining scampi.
No, hey, it's good for the people who didn't know.
Really easy
dig
to
into
make.
a
Make
good
your own
scampi.
scampi. A little bit of lemon juice in there.
Dale, I'm trying to help you.
I'm trying to help
But right
you.
now, you need to help yourself.
Click, Hannah hangs up.
Oof.
Dale almost throws his phone, but then remembers that he probably can't afford another burner phone.
So from here, I would like to cut to a back alley where the four of you meet a group of fae.
Is that main Fae bodyguard dude that we keep hanging out with there?
Yes, yeah, you see that Root, the bodyguard, is there. Monarch Bloom is there, holding the bloodstone flute. And there is like a horse trailer, you know, that you sometimes see on being pulled. One of those is there. And as you guys get there, you see that trailer is like kind of jostling around with the movement of whatever's inside.
That's the Chewies. That's what the hunters call them.
It's like Jurassic Park. Shooter!
Welcome, friends. I am most pleased to see you here, joining us as we prepare to destroy our enemies once and for all. Are you ready for what is to come? The monarch lifts up the trailer with one hand effortlessly.
Damn.
And pulls it to the end of the alleyway. And as you follow and you look out, you see across the street, illuminated in the bright neon lights, the House of Good News, a colossal mega church, the home to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 attendees each week that come to worship.
Do you feel the spirit of Jesus?
You see there's a big billboard, right to the side of it that has an advertisement for the church featuring just a massive portrait of the lead pastor, who is like an 85-year-old man, just wrinkled ass face, but with an upsettingly full head of bright red ginger hair. Smiling, looking down at the comings and goings.
Creepy.
The street is pretty quiet. It is pretty empty, despite the lights that are still constantly shining upon this place. You look up and you look down the street, and there's no one here to see what is to come. The monarch raises their flute to their mouth and plays a few harsh and discordant tones, and the jostling in the trailer stops. They open the trailer up, and you see prowling down onto the street are a dozen dog-sized, hairless, gray creatures with long, clawed feet, reptilian tails, and heads that have no eyes, noses, or ears, that just look like a lamprey's head.
Yes.
Gross.
An abyss filled with rows and rows of teeth that descend into darkness.
Dale's going to try and snap a picture of them with his phone so he can post it on his message board.
Somehow the picture is super blurry, even as
it looks so bad.
God damn it. Psychic
There's
phenomenon.
a huge thumb in front of you, even though your thumb was
my thumb was in the way.
not
The chupacabras, as you see them now, slobber this viscous, clear liquid out of those fanged mouths. They sort of twitch in anticipation. The monarch blows a few more harsh notes on the flute, and these dozen monsters begin to charge across the street towards the House of Good News and burst through the door. The monarch looks at you. War begins on the next episode of Escape the Dungeon. Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Knittle. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.